What's up guys, LeopoldTheBrave here, and a couple weeks ago we got the Crash Team Rumble beta. Despite the beta only being 5 days long and me having 3 of those days interrupted by 8-hour work shifts, I was still able to get nearly 30 hours with the game. And just about everything in the game felt fresh and fun the entire time. Just about everything. The 5 characters we got for the beta never got old, the gameplay never got old, I never got tired of winning, I never got tired of losing, I loved all the power-ups the entire time, I love the Battle Pass cosmetics and everything. The only aspect of this beta so far that had me like, alright, let's move on, were the maps. Now don't get me wrong, I loved all the maps in the beta, they were lots of fun, but we only got 3. And after playing on them for so long, I started to develop strategies, specific pathways I'd like to take, and certain routes I'd often repeat taking because they were beneficial to the character I'd picked at the time. And my teammates and opponents were all doing the same. That's great, strategy is good, it's fun to be competitive. But I noticed that towards the end of the beta, things were a lot more organized and straightforward compared to the unpredictable chaos of the first day. And I know it's just because we only had 3 maps, but even if we had like 25, it would still only take a couple more months to get to the same state. Again, competition is great. There's nothing wrong with people formulating strategies and doing what works in order to, well, win. But sometimes you're in a mood where you don't care about winning or losing, and you just want that unpredictable, chaotic jank to happen so you can laugh. And I have an idea for a mode that could completely satisfy this craving. A map builder. Growing up on the good early days of Roblox and playing with Legos and Lincoln Logs and all that stuff has made it so that a map builder in any video game has completely saved its replay value in my eyes. Even the simple ones where you just drag and drop blocks and set pieces to make new layouts, and then playing on something you built with your own 2 hands has always been fun to me. Fall Guys is getting a map builder next, and although I only play Fall Guys a couple hours at a time here and there with friends, I'm no doubt going to be spending entire days in creative mode when it drops. And when it comes to Crash Team Rumble, the maps feel like they're practically built for customization. They're basic in a good way. There's clearly required set pieces for each map. Banks, spawns, relic stations, and booster gems. And once you've got all those set up, you can just position whatever layout you want around them. It could be a flat terrain with just a couple platforms here and there, like in Just Beachy, or it could be a big, dangerous vertical climb like in Tiki Towers. Or a bottomless pit with nothing but floating platforms to guide and protect you, like in the upcoming Insanity Peak map. A vast majority of the Crash Bandicoot fandom may be crazy, but they are also insanely creative. If a map builder was implemented, you'd no doubt get some really cool stuff. I even came up with some concepts on my own, like this little cavern crystal area, reminiscent of Cavern Catastrophe in Crash Twinsanity. I have a vertical one inspired by Papu's Pyramid from Crash Team Racing, and another Twinsanity map based on Ant Agony, my personal most requested map. Now, all the maps we've seen in Crash Team Rumble so far have been symmetrical, so it's fair for both sides, while these custom maps I've shown aren't exactly the same. But I just think that adds to the fun and chaos, especially since you don't know which team side you're gonna spawn on, so you can't just build a map in your favor. And when more game modes get added, things could get even more creative, like this map based on Entropy's boss battle in Crash Bandicoot 4. Just jumping and collecting Wumpa on these floating platforms that rotate around one big Wumpa bank. This could work for a game mode where both teams are trying to deliver Wumpa to the same bank, and it's so big that you can't completely cover it with a Gazmoxian guard, making it harder to block the other team. Or an attack-defense mode where one team tries to get Wumpa into the bank, and the other team is dedicated to blocking them, seeing if they can run down the timer or if the other team can fill up the Wumpa gauge in time. Or maybe there'll be a game mode where the Wumpa fruit doesn't matter at all, and it'll be all about getting the most KOs. In that case, this fun little map based on Crash Team Racing's engine labs will do just the trick. And now to finish things off, let's talk about sharing and playing on your custom maps. Toys for Bob, if you implement a map builder, please, please, please allow us to play on custom maps in public lobbies. Don't make it private and with friends only. Some of us may have friends who only want to play regularly and not play on all this wacky custom stuff. Some of us may have friends who don't play Crash Team Rumble at all. And some of us may not even have friends. How are we going to be able to test out our custom maps in a real match then, huh? Obviously, custom maps shouldn't be allowed in any competitive or ranked modes, but in casual modes that don't affect your records at all, why not? Custom maps could even have their own dedicated queue. I am so thankful that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate allows you to make public lobbies where custom stages are playable. Because when most of your friend group in Smash is Final Destination only, no items, no fun allowed, it can get a little eek. Sometimes it's fun to just start up a public custom lobby and you and a bunch of strangers can trade what you've got. If we do get a map builder implemented into Crash Team Rumble, hopefully we'll be able to do that exact same thing. But let me know what you guys think. Does Crash Team Rumble need a map builder? And what game mode are you most hoping to see? And what kind of maps would you make? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. Leopold the Brave, out.